Okay, this is. Can you hear me? Thank you for resummoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings young at heart. I appreciate you. Thank you for 42 fucking months. That's a long fucking time. I may be paranoid, but I think this button keeps following me.
You're being stalked.
Can hear and see. Oh my god, amazing. So for those that aren't on Twitter, as I always say, good for you is a cesspool. My computer, you know what? There really isn't any. I mean, it's me, right? It's got to be. So yesterday, mind blowing migraine, fucking sucked. Sorry for not being here. It was nonstop, like no drugs touched it. It was horrible. I was just like a sweaty mess all day. Still have a headache today. But last night, I'm like, I haven't I shut down my PCs like once a week. So I was like, fuck it. I didn't stream yesterday. I didn't do anything. Let's shut them down. I turned them on today, and they start up just fine. But my keyboard and mice, none of my accessories registered as being there. So I could not like log into my PC or open it or use the mouse or literally do anything. Just from I just it's like I have to be nervous to do normal things that normal people do on a regular basis because when I do it, my computer's gonna blow up or some fuck shit. Why? So I apologize for being late. I had to do a rollback on my PC. Like I I don't yeah, I just had to do a roll. It's fine now. I didn't update it. That's the thing. There's been no update. Like I just honestly don't understand. It's like I just wake up to chaos and shit. I don't understand it. Like what did I do wrong? The universe is coming for me. Oh well, we're here now and it's working, right? Yeah, I know. I was sitting here just like literally watching my computer roll back. I was like, guess I'll put on some lipstick or something. I don't know. I haven't worn makeup in I don't even know, since Vegas. I haven't put any makeup on at all, but I didn't know what else the fuck to do with my time while I was just sitting here going crazy because I didn't do anything, you know? It's one thing if you abuse your PC, but it's literally like the good PC. It's the fucking gaming PC that's got the 3090 and all the updated hardware in it. That's the one that went fuckery. I'm gonna scream at it sometimes. Good morning. Yeah, it's always an interesting morning here in the Frieder household. I'm rocking Windows 10 still. I haven't had to go to 11 yet. Thank God. Seriously, Kendall, that's what I'm saying. Like normally, like the things that normal people do, like restarting your computer or shutting it down. I sit here and get an existential, like I have a panic attack. I'm like, fuck, if I restart my PCs, are they going to be the same when they come back? But that shouldn't happen. That's not a thing that computers do. Like you shouldn't turn your computer off and then it's just broken. That's not a thing that happens. It's so frustrating. Kona, happy birthday, happy birthday! This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Ooh. Happy birthday, Honeybean. I'm glad I was able to get my PC to work so I could at least sing to you. Computers, though. It's so fucked up. Mishy, this is the one from the QT. It's that one. It's the lipstick I made. I had to make. So I was in an RP show with LZT and a few other amazing people, and it was placed in the 90s. Like it was set in the 90s. We were 90s teenagers, and I could not for the life of me find like a brown red lipstick anywhere, which was quintessential to the 90s. We all wore brown everything. Like you would literally have the same color all over your face. And I couldn't find it, so I had to make my own. It's my 90s color, yeah. It looks really pink in this lighting, but I literally couldn't find one. They're all very, like, every brown lipstick I picked up was, like, red or had, like, a purple undertone or something to it, which is probably prettier. But, I mean, it's 90s, man. I know. Every time I get a compliment on this color, I'm like, I made it. Because they don't make this anymore. The 90s aren't real, I guess. Oh shit, you upgraded to 11 yesterday? I really hope it doesn't fuck up on you. Oh god. You turn your PC off every day. I used to. And like I've had conflicting reports. not reports, but like people telling me like it's good to turn your PC off every day. It's not good to turn your PC off every day. I don't know. I used to shut it down every day. Now I do not. I shut it down like once a week. But every once in a while it decides to restart up as someone different. I don't understand why. I have the same issue sometimes, but I have 11, and if I load into BIOS, it's fine. Literally, what the fuck is that? That's like, I get it. I've done this, like, computers suck. But this is the thing that baffles me is, like, I would turn the computer on, and my keyboard and my mouse would light up like they were gonna work, and then the second it was on the login screen to log into my computer, they would die. Like, they would just not be functional. So I had to do, and because the keyboard wasn't working, I couldn't force it into safe mode. I had to do this. I can't remember what it's even called, but it's basically you interrupt your PC's startup 3 times in a row, and it automatically starts up into the BIOS. And the moment it was in the BIOS, the keyboard and mouse started working. Windows is fucking stupid. No shit, computers having issues after being turned off is actually a thing. We don't do it in the data centers. What the fuck is going on when you turn it down, turn it off? Like, can you teach me like I'm 5? It's crazy, because isn't it good to turn your PCs off once in a while? I thought so. Good morning, Nick. Mocha or nothing, I agree. So here's, Mishy, you'll probably identify with this, but if you like, just look at a fucking color wheel. All of these lipsticks that are like purple toned or fuchsia toned, they basically have blue in them. Look at a color wheel. What is the opposite of blue? Yellow. It just makes your teeth look yellow. Whereas brown lipstick was orange based, therefore it makes your teeth look blue or white. Like all of these, I mean, it's just, I'm not like a fucking professional. I just look at a fucking color wheel, common sense. Why would you put purple on your mouth? It's gonna make your teeth look yellow. And your skin. I'm already yellow. Good morning, Knives. Recreational marijuana is legal in Ohio. I heard about that, yeah. I normally put it to sleep at nighttime. Why'd you shut down your PC and what happened to it? I'm not kidding, Knives. I was just like, I shut down my PC like once a week because I used to shut it down every night and people like came at me both ways. They were like, it's good to shut down your computer, but it's also not good to shut down your computer. It's hard on it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'll do it once a week. I don't fucking know. That's all I did. Yesterday I had a horrible migraine, so I literally just like laid up in bed and did nothing. So I just shut my PCs down. I was like, this will be the day they're shut down. Turned them on this morning, keyboard and mouse non-functional. Had to force that bitch into the BIOS. Suddenly keyboard and mouse works, and I had to do like a rollback. But I haven't updated at all, so I don't understand like what the fuck rolled back. I haven't updated anything. Oh, the coffee's so fucking good. It's seriously like it's really my driving force to get out of bed is the fact that I can smell and taste coffee. I spittled a little. I am. I'm fucking Viata, what the fuck? I just don't understand. Like, what did I do? What can I do to not be cursed? I would love to. I would do anything. Seriously, like, fucking universe, name it. I just don't understand. Like, it's my fucking livelihood, man. Tricking the PC into thinking there's a problem, so Windows boots up the repair screen. That's literally what I did. Yep, I had to trick it because I couldn't do the F8 thing because the keyboard wouldn't fucking register. Coffee, cheers, Koshiro. I love this coffee. It's so good. Right, David? I used to. And I didn't have any, I mean, I don't remember having problems. I mean, I've always had problems, let's be honest. PCs are problems. That's just facts. That's the thing. I don't fucking know. It's so confusing, Knives. It's like something happened when my computer turned off. They made all the USB ports non-functional. But what? Lucia, cheers. Happy Faded Friday. I have a stoner bowl from last night. No clue what's in it. I'm gonna sneeze. No? I thought my voice would be better today because I didn't talk all day yesterday. Really, I was like, okay, well, migraine sucks, but at least I'll rest my voice. Still shit. By the way, I looked at that clip, by the way, Knives. Jesus fucking Christ. Turning the PC off is a mixed bag. It puts thermal stress on the components since they cool way down and then heat up. Sleep doesn't let it cool down as much. It does extend the life of some things, but not by a lot. Interesting. Mishy, that's what it does. It literally just killed all the USBs. But they were alive until Windows boots and then they die. And that's the fuck it. I watched them come alive and then that Windows screen would come up and then they'd go dead. I'm like, what the What is going on? That doesn't make any sense. Dear Windows. Cheers. I'm glad you got your flu jab, David. I don't hate you. We all take our own lives into our hands, really. I mean, I'll hate you if you die of COVID. Then I'll hate you. I think your USB driver's crashing. Are you sure all your USB devices are plugged in properly and don't have like broken wires? Yes, very much so. Like the wires, I followed the wires all the way to the PC and double checked them. Like this is, I run a 2 PC system, which you probably already know. I say it all the time, not to be repetitive. But one of my PCs runs basically just OBS, the music, chat, everything. And then my center PC or monitor that's hooked up to the center PC, this is my like beef. This is the beast PC. This is the new one that has like a million USB ports. All of them are USB 3.0 or whatever, the blue ones. Like, it's a phenomenal case. Everything was fine. I don't know. Like, everything was fine. I swapped around USBs, tried a different keyboard, tried a different mouse, everything. I think it had something must have updated. Like, at some point, I must have restarted my PC and it did that whole, do you want to restart and update? And I didn't pay attention. Something must have happened because now it's fine after rewinding it. So something happened. I just don't know what. Yeah, I guess, I mean, it seems so weird to never turn your PCs off. Like, I do put them to sleep at nighttime, but it just feels so weird to not turn them off. But I guess fuck that shit. It's just like Windows pisses me off, Mishy, because it's our only option, and they're like they have like I just don't. It's 2023. Like, figure your shit out. You know? No shit, because constant USB device connecting, disconnecting can cause the USB driver to crash. These are USBs I never ever disconnect. Like, I don't honestly, I like my PCs are so set up, I never have to unplug or replug anything in. Like, these plugs go in and stay until there's a problem, and then I sit there and, oh, what the fuck? Mind blowingly infuriating. The metal will eventually get brittle from cooling at some point. Oh, from from turning it off and on again all the time. Also, a hard reboot makes everything go through the init sequence, and there's always a chance of some random thing going wrong during the process. Lots of parts have low but significant chances, under 2%, of just failing to come up correctly, even with no hardware problems. I'm thinking that would happen. Dude, Luna, I'm so excited. I mean, the way you feel right now is exactly how I felt when I was moving to Colorado. It's like I compare it to Pokemon cards. Like, it's weed is like living in an illegal state and liking weed is like being a fan of Pokemon, but you can't legally talk to your friends about Pokemon cards and you can't pull your Pokemon cards out in public. And you have to basically play with them in secret in your basement with a lot of fans on. And suddenly you just drive a couple miles across the state line and now I can play Pokemon with my friends. It's like, it's a weird, like, enlightening feeling. It's pretty fucking phenomenal. Just keep yourself safe, David. Yeah, it's the best you can do. Thank you, Vampire. I slept in them this way. I woke up like this. Oh, other OSs have the same problem, not just Windows. Really? See, I mean, I had a MacBook in college. I never had any issues with a MacBook, but it was a Facebook machine. Like, I basically wrote papers on it. Like, that's all it was. Whereas my PCs, I definitely run them hard. Like, but the PC that's being run the absolute most and the hardest is the one that is okay. This one basically runs one browser with chat on it and then a game. That's it. It's just weird. PCs, man. Been in the game for almost 9, 10 years, and I still don't understand what the fuck's going on. Oh, the initiation sequence. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right before TwitchCon, Windows Force installed 11. What? It restarted in the middle of installation and disabled all USBs? What the fuck? I had to take it to the repair shop and they put the hard drive in a PC with a P2 to finish the install. What the it force installed 11? Can it do that? The screen is so red. Get out of my life. Shoo. Very orange today. Good morning, David. How are you? David, I'm gonna call you. Ew, David. Rage quit work? Oh god, good morning, C-Town. Is it I mean, are you grateful you didn't? My PC runs Skyrim hard, dude, that's what I'm saying, like, we've been playing BioShock 2, which is how old? It's not like I'm running top tier games over here. I'm a old school gamer. Oh my god, Micro Center is everything. Oh my god, I've never seen a new Micro Center. Like every no shit, Mishy. Every Mishy I've been in, every Micro Center I've ever been inside of looks old, decrepit. Oh my god, my browsers are blinking. Don't do it. No. Um, they look like they feel like a very sad TJ Maxx, if you know what I mean. Like the lights are usually really dim and all the shelving goes to the ceiling, so there's not like the aisles feel kind of dark and cramped and like it they're great. I love them. Don't get me wrong. Like I'd take a Micro Center over a Fry's any day, but I've never seen a new one. I'm kind of excited for you. Apparently, yes, that's nice. Fuck Windows. A client who has been using our software for 4 years had me on the phone for over 2 hours doing the okay, what next? I am so sorry. Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving anything so fucking long.
No, but that's a really long time.
Holy shit. Time, though. It does baffle me. Thank you for the resub, love. I appreciate you. Every Mishy, all the Mishies. David, I'm okay. My computer decided to sabotage me this morning, but we seem to be okay, so we're just gonna smoke the pain away and just not even think about it. That's our plan today, because I can't. I just cannot. Micro Center's pretty fucking dope, Trouble. Like, the first one I ever lived near or went to was the one in Baltimore, and I just, like, it's it reminds me of Radio Shack back in the day. You know what I mean? Like there's little pieces and bins of all the little things that people that build PCs are looking for, just accessible. It reminds me kind of that. Fry's is fun, but Fry's is just like it's the same shit Micro Center has, but spread out into a warehouse, so you have to walk miles to get somewhere. That's the only difference. I'd take it any day, any day. Had an angry Eastern European dude who I've dealt with before call in to start shit. To start shit. Are you just paid to be abused on the phone? Sounds like Knives' job. Whenever I have issues with my PC, I always check all the wires first. People usually jump to super complicated solutions when it just might be a bad cable. That's exactly what I did. The reason, I mean, I did that first, but I kind of already had a feeling it wasn't that because it was both my keyboard and my mouse. And when the PC was going through like the starting up process, they would light up until Windows started, and then they would shut down. That's when I knew it wasn't hardware because I was tweeting back and forth with Barry, all like bless Barry's heart for trying to help me via Twitter. But he was like, it might be your motherboard, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I did the restart again, watched everything kind of light up. I'm like, it's not the motherboard because everything's lighting up and then turning off again. It's got to be Windows. It's got to be something in there. What the fuck? Reasonable. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving me swings for 3 fucking months in a row.
I appreciate you.
Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you. I don't get abused. I just deal with their bullshit. You're a problem solver. Yeah. Hello, Drakus. How are you? I'm Mike. Yes, I'm old. My jokes are old. I love an old joke, honestly. A new Mute song. I love a weird day. I mean, I don't like a weird day. I like good music. Sorry. I don't want a weird day. I like emotionally do not have the oomph in me to do it. Please no, universe. Yes, Fiata. I'm gonna repack my bowl, but yes, I'm there with you. Going to Micro Center in Columbus, Ohio was a treat in the 80s because I lived in a tiny town with no computer stores at all. Oh, I mean, I'm trying to think what was the first big computer store I ever went to? I think it was like CompuServe USA. Like a store just dedicated to computers. I think that was the first one ever. But no shit, where I grew up, the closest anything that wasn't a Walmart was 2 hours away. But it was really normal on a weekend to just get up early, get ready, and go to Spokane for the day. But it was a 2 hour drive to get there and 2 hours back. But it was very normal to do that because it's literally that's all there is. There's nothing else to. There's nothing. I mean, that's your choice. But I think it was Comp USA. Was it Comp USA? What the fuck was CompuServe? Was that even a thing? I don't know. I know my first like internet thing was CompUSA or CompuServe or whatever. That's where my OCD started turning up. Was trying to connect to the fucking internet. Oh, have a good lunch, queen. I have a weird PC problem. It sometimes makes a loud sound, almost as if something is going against a fan. But restarting the PC sometimes multiple times makes it go away. Weird. It also happens more often if the room is cold. Oh, that's very weird. That's unique. I've never heard of that. I'm an old joke, me too. When it comes to the PC, I swear to God, the older the better. Newer ones seem to have more issues than my 2012 laptop. I don't know. I've always had issues, but I've always built my own PCs, so I've always just put it on me. I'm like, if I build it, I'm just gonna say it's my fault. It's got to be human error, right? The Dell. I never had a Dell. I loved the Dell commercials though, because the stoner dude. We had like the most stock cheap Hewlett Packard you could possibly get. Sorry, gross lungs. CompuServe was the ISP, so that must have been my internet then. That was where I started. I literally had like everybody probably did this, but back in the dial-up days, did you have like creepy like not creepy, but kind of odd rituals around getting connected to the internet? Anyone else do that? Like I would hit connect and then I would have to turn around and there was one very specific spackle bump on the wall behind me that I would have to stare at. But my computer didn't make a sound when it connected, so I would just have to stare at that bump and then depend on fate and my own instinct to turn around. And if it hadn't connected to the internet yet, it wasn't ever going to connect. That was like the weird ritual thing, but if I turned around at a good time, it would connect. Kids have these days have no idea. Fucking Wi-Fi everywhere. Pray to the dial-up gods, man. It was literally you were just sitting there like, if someone in the house picks up a phone, I'm going to slit their throat and bathe in the bloodbath. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, it was hard OCD ritual shit. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, it was a hard time. I can't imagine having to drive 2 hours to go to a store. I'd be in a different country if I drove for 2 hours. Isn't that crazy? I know. That's literally like if you we had so 45 minutes from my childhood home, we had a super Walmart, which Walmart has a bad name and they're a terrible company, but I had no idea like the Walmart people phenomena until I moved to a big city cuz the super Walmart 45 minutes from my house was the only thing you could get literally anything at that wasn't a gas station until you got to Spokane, which was 2 hours away. So our Walmart was fucking phenomenal. Like it's probably is still this day. It's what you see in commercials for Walmart. That's what it looked like on the inside. Just huge, immaculately taken care of, very, very fucking clean. There was like a strip mall in the Walmart with like a tattoo parlor, a hair place, a nail place, et cetera, et cetera. It was wild because that's all there was. But if you wanted to go see a movie or, literally do anything else, you had to drive 2 hours. But it was so normal. Like it was just I love a good car trip. I think that's why I like car trips. Put in some good music and just like chill in the car and read a book. If you're not driving, obviously, Jesus Christ. My very first computer was a Dell. No shit. Boyfriend at the time bought it for me, and my dad would say, "Dude, you got a Dell." I wanted to say that so bad. I wanted to say it so bad. I wanted a Dell just to say that. My very first wait, my HP laptop broke 1 week after I bought it. They had to replace the whole motherboard. Wow. How long did it last after that though? You had 2 lines? Lucky. My parents I don't even know why we got internet because my mom hated it. She didn't want it. Like, I think she had to get it for work or something. Like, my mom to this day, you guys know I tell you all the time, she's always like, "Katie, you don't just play games, right?" Like, for some reason, the technological world is fearful to a generation still. My parents it was only me I'm pretty sure I was the only person in the house who used the computer or the internet. I don't think anyone else did. But, like, the fury in my soul if someone picked up a phone and then having to go to them and be like, "You can't pick up the phone, I was trying to get on the internet," and they'd be like, "That does what does that mean to me?" Like, it's just they're still this way. My parents, bless their hearts, like, cheers. The closest store to me is a gas station convenience store 12 miles away. After that, the stores are 20 miles past that. I'm rural as fuck. That's basically how we grew up too. Yeah, and it's such a weird world that I live in now. Ever since I like went to college, I've lived in cities, cities, towns, and shit, not rural. Ever since I moved out, it's so weird how fucking like nauseatingly spoiled the vast majority of human beings are. Zach, bless his heart, he straight up the idea of living so far away that you couldn't get Taco Bell delivery is like an existential crisis to his soul. And I just cannot relate. Cuz what? I would fucking love to be that far away from literally anybody. Like that's where I want to be. Is that line because no one goes there. You don't need I guess the way that you don't need convenience, you just plan ahead. That's kind of how your brain works when you live that way, when you live rural, is like you usually go to town every day because you're going to school or you're going to work or whatever. And when you're at work or while you're in the place that is 45 minutes from home that has things, you just think to yourself, like, what do I need? Do I need anything before I go home? And if you went home and forgot it, you just need to grow up and fuck off. You don't get it. But I kind of like appreciate that a little bit. Like takeout or getting food from a restaurant was a lot more special because it was a lot you had to go get it. It wasn't easy. You know, I didn't have pizza delivery until I was in college. I thought that was fake. I thought pizza delivery was literally fake. I did not think that was real. I thought Ninja Turtles invented it. I did not know you could get food delivered to a house. Like I just thought it was a TV thing. Idiot. Isn't that Tingle the best, Genova? I just got a new piece last night. It's a Chinese recycler? What's a recycler? The internet is the one thing. You do get way, way better internet if you're near a town. That is one downside. Whoa, I think there are 6 grocery stores within a 3-minute walk from me. You're lucky. We have entire cities in the United States of America, David, that they're called a food desert, I think is what we call them. Like cities, entire cities that do not have a grocery store in them. So if you live in the city, like you grocery store at a bodega, like that's where you get your food or you order it on Amazon or something. It's pretty wild. What up, Guinea Tig? How are you? Waiting for Taco Bell at the hotel. Dude, Taco Bell's important. No shit. Seatown. I worked 10 minutes from my house. Last job took me an hour and a half. That's what my mom was commuting 2-ish hours to and from work the last like 10 years of her job. I couldn't even imagine. And that wasn't distance, that was traffic. Delivery, right? Delivery. It's such a weird thing. This is my life. Kills, I kind of miss it a little bit. If I could have a close grocery store and gigabit internet in a place that was out of the city, I think I'd be fine with that as well. Me too. Honestly, I'd be good with a bodega. I don't need a full grocery store. Like I'm fine. I can make bread. I just got a new glass pipe that happened to be yellow and brown stripe. First time I pulled it out, my friend saw it and yelled, "Charlie Brown, San!" from Kill Bill. That's amazing. Charlie Brown. Dude, I love that movie so much. This is the fastest that a pipe or bong mine got a name. I can't name mine anymore. I think it jinxes them. But what do you do if you want cookies at 11 p.m. and you don't have any in your house? Bake, or you drive 45 minutes to the 24-hour super Walmart. We would do that. Like what that was it was fun. It was exciting. I remember being in high school when we finally got our licenses and shit, and we'd be hanging out after work and it'd be like 1 a.m. and we'd be like, "Do you want to drive to Walmart?" It was like a mini road trip in the middle of the night, and then you'd make cookies. It was great. We had a good time. The older I get, the more I'm realizing I'd be okay with a studio apartment as long as the walls weren't thin. I want to be able to get what I need quick and return to the cave. Yeah, the older I get, the more I realize I just don't want to see people outside anymore, and it's so bad. Like I don't want to be that way, but I get like mad if someone acknowledges me or like perceives of me outside of my house. I'm like, how dare you? I was invisible. It's weird. I mean, that's true, Viata. And honestly, I can't remember a moment in my life where I didn't have the baking ingredients to at least make a sugar cookie in my house. It's kind of like ketchup and mustard and shit. Like you just have flour and sugar and baking soda. I just always have that stuff. So if I need to make cookies, I mean, yeah, I do it. The mountains are like 20 minutes from Seattle. It's like you're in another country. That's literally, it feels so similar to Denver, Seatown, Seattle to the mountains. So fucking similar. Because when you're in Denver, you can see the mountains, but you're not in the mountains. And then you drive 30 minutes towards them, and suddenly you're just like in this aspen paradise of gorgeous like wildlife and shit like that, like literal buffalo and antelope and shit. And moose. I've seen moose multiple times, mountain goats it's wild. It is wild. Cheers, Najeel. Happy Fated Friday, Honeybean. Where I live, takeout exists, but it's pointless because everything sucks. I get that. Holy fuck. Post septorhinoplasty report. Oh shit, yeah, the breathing. The surgery went well. First 24 hours went pretty well, but now that the 24-hour face numbing medication is worn off, is it terrible? It's fucking miserable. Oh god. Excuse me. And for some reason, every muscle in my legs and lower abdominal muscles feels like I put myself through a brutal workout. And don't get me started on those nose splints. I'm such a pussy. So, CJ, I don't want to scare you, but like the first symptom of COVID that I got, and obviously you've tested and everything you've tested negative, but if you've gone out again, the first symptom of COVID before I really even knew I had COVID was just a ridiculous amount of body soreness for no reason. Like it was the day after I got back from Vegas, and I kind of thought it was from walking around because, it was fucking like miles, that city. Getting around a casino is literally exhausting. I thought I was just sore from walking so much, and then I had COVID. So, like, if you've gone out and about and maybe someone sneezed near you, maybe test again. Test, like, in 24 hours, just in case. If you have one, it doesn't hurt to test. But that was the first symptom, and that shit sucked. Like, it was, like, it felt like growing pains in my legs. Like, I couldn't ignore it. It was terrible. Then laying down didn't relieve it, which was weird. Happy motherfucking Friday, Taco. I hope you're doing well. Cheers, Nigel. Sorry. My brain. Reasonable, right? It's not like I try to stand out or anything. Jesus. Oh, Kona, I hate this about myself, but if I live in an area where I might run into someone I know, I will dodge down another aisle. I hate small talk. It just makes me anxious. I actually have some cool neighbors. Like shit gets delivered to the wrong house, they bring it to you. I really like mine. Ever since that crazy neighbor's gone, my neighbors, the best kind of neighbors, are the ones you never see. Like, if these fuckers could just like not leave their pit bulls in the yard all day, because that's what sets off my dogs. That's my only, like, they literally like stick their dogs in their yard 12 hours a day and they bark all day. And that's why my dogs have bark o'clock. That's a little annoying. But other than that, hello, Northbound. How are you, love? Happy birthday, Marines. No shit. Is it the anniversary of the Marines literally today? That's pretty cool, actually. Happy birthday, Marines. My whole, well, my whole family, like family. I don't know what my whole, when I say my whole family, what I mean is the vast majority of people who are men in my family joined the military and they all went into the Marines. Like families tend to stick with one branch, and I don't know why. But my grandpa was Marines. He was very, oh my God, sunshine. Hello. Stop blinking. My browser's being cunts today. Okay, I want to watch this mute video before my computer crashes. I don't know. I don't know. Shit's fucked. The earliest symptoms I had with COVID was a tickle phlegm. Ugh. For me, COVID did my lower back muscles. Ow. I think my whole body hurt. It was crazy. It really felt like growing pains. It was bad. Especially that it was crazy dumb painful without the meds for the nose shit. I got bought the flu and COVID booster on Wednesday, and I'm still getting my ass kicked. Yep, the boosters always kick my ass. This latest one didn't. The first one put me out for a few days though. Like I just slept for like 4 days straight. It was weird. It was like being sick, but I wasn't sick. Someone told me that there's adrenaline in the face numbing medication. Could it be from the constricting my blood vessels, perhaps? That there's adrenaline in face numbing medication? So I can't speak to it because I don't know exactly what they gave you, but I'd almost put money down that no. Just simply because adrenaline would be counterproductive to what we want the numbing medication to do. like adrenaline, you know what I mean? It would like race, make your heart race, make your blood move faster, and therefore make you metabolize the numbing medication faster than you should. Like it just there's no beneficial reason to put adrenaline in a numbing medication that I can think of just off the top of my chem brain. Nah, dude, I'm not me neither. It just seemed like it seems very counterproductive to do something like that, but I don't know. Delivering a misdelivered package is just humanity to me, 100%. Who wouldn't do that? You're never gonna get anything cool. All your family went into the Air Force? Yep, mine is all Marines, yep. Likely because it's, because they know more about that branch and are more sure they know what to expect. That's probably it, honestly. We all grow up with the stories and stuff. Plus, there's a whole low-key rivalry between the branches. True, and I feel like if you joined a different branch, like, your grandfather or whatever would be like, "Why'd you do that? What's wrong with the Marines?" You know, something like that. I have a hard time with that. The idea of not, like, being cock blocked like that at the airport is so I would be so mad. Like, inappropriately angry. Really mad, you know? That would just be yeah, I'd be upset. I don't know, I don't ever like that like, half the reason I don't do illegal, illicit activities is that I don't want it to ever be on a no-fly list for any fucking reason ever. Ever. You have to retouch your teal bangs already? Oh, dang it. Well, like, green and blue tend to wash out pretty fast if you wash your hair with hot water regularly. Like, that's why mine faded so fast, because when I got sick, I started taking baths, like, every day at nighttime just to, like, steam my body and soak the nasty out of me, and soaking your hair in a bath full of soap. Like, my bathtub water would be, like, a little blue every time, you know? It was great. No shit, I think I'm just getting over the vid. Felt like shit for 5 days, didn't test, but I work from home, so I figured why bother? Yeah, if you're not I mean, if you're not going out in public, like, I would just test to go back out before I touched anybody. When I lived in Palo Alto, my Lids elementary school had the Stanford marching band come to our come for a Halloween party. I can read, I swear to God. The school did every year in full costume. Dude, that would be amazing. I miss being a part of something like that. One of the percussion instructors is a famous comedian now too, Jeff Cesario. Dude, good for him. Certain countries require for your passport to still be valid up to a certain point. I kind of figured it was something like they like in case you miss your flight going back to your own country, they want you to have a passport that's like long enough for your stay. I don't know what the fuck you'd ever be stuck there 6 months, but I assumed it had to do with something like that, right? Because it just seems like odd, especially if your trip is literally like a weekend. You know, I don't know, like I don't whatever. They overdo everything these days. That song is fucking great. It's such a good like wow, what a different vibe my music went into. It's such a it's I want it to keep going. Like I could just listen to them just like it felt like a jam session or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, literally it just dead stopped me and then started into that. Oh no shit, the EU thing where you have to pay to visit also got delayed until 2025. You have to pay to visit the EU? What? What up, Zelmo? How are you? This is a great song. I like the faded colors too, David. Honestly, like this like the gradient between the blue and the pink kind of purple that it did. Yeah. I like the fade, honestly. That's why I like to do blue. A lot of the reason I like to do blue, it doesn't fade and turn into something gross. Whereas a lot of colors, once they start to fade, they start to look like piss like you can see my ends a little bit look a little pissy where the green was. They start to look a little pissy. I don't want pissy hair. I've never been a pissy hair fan. Fun fact about 10% of women can see more shades of color than anyone else, but only women. Men don't have this gene. We can see more or we like perceive different shades of the same color. Because I know, like, with color blindness, like, it is asininely rare for a assigned female at birth person to be colorblind or to become colorblind. It's something to do with the male genetic shit that makes you colorblind. Like, I don't think women really can. It's very, very rare. Assign woman at birth, please. Maybe in case you break the law. Maybe, yeah. Maybe so they can find you. 100% glut. Yeah, I need like a long version of that. Like you know how some songs that are like they do that with Bo Burnham songs. I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll look them up on YouTube, and it'll be like 6 hours of the same song looped. But like I don't want that with a Bo Burnham song. There's too many lyrics in there. I'd go crazy. But like with something like that, hell yeah, I could chill to that for quite some time. Hurts. I'm not. I just reorganize. My house is super small. And so for the past like X amount of time, I've just been moving furniture around trying to find like the optimal spot for things that don't block walkways cuz my house is just it's built weird. It's an older house with like weird jutting out walls and stuff everywhere that make it so there's like literally there's not one wall in this house that can fit a couch. So the couch is actually against my desk in the middle of the room, but it's the only way to make it so you can have like a functional pathway to walk through this room. It's weird. It's a weird older house. It's very hard to move stuff around. But no, I just moved. I think I'm fucking finally figured it out though. Like it's fun. I can like for the past year I haven't been able to open my front door all the way because the couch was in the way because of this jutting fucking wall. It's great. McTaggart. I mean, no, about the same. I think I'm just gonna get used to it, you know? And then one day I'll wake up and be able to breathe and be like, holy shit, what have I been in a haze? You know what I'm saying? Just gonna get used to it. The EU is requiring a visa fee attached to your passport, like €7, and is valid for 3 years on your when your passport expires, whichever comes first. That is odd. That was gonna be a thing next year, but they aren't ready apparently. Weird. I had no idea. €3 to go. What the fuck? That won't count Great Britain anymore though, right? Because they're technically not the EU anymore. Colorblind can also see better at night. The fuck? Eye color receptors are so weird. Certain animals have way more of them than we do, but they see less colors, like mantis shrimps. Yeah. Mantis shrimps actually see like a different color spectrum than us, don't they? Like we can't even perceive. They see colors we don't have names for. Something like that. Man, when I was in anatomy and physiology, we got to dissect all sorts of pieces and parts. We got some human parts, but some human parts are really, really valuable. So they get to go to docs and people training to do like surgery and stuff like that. So we never got human eyes. We always got animal eyeballs to dissect. And my group got a cow eyeball, and they are huge. I mean, they're really big, which was kind of cool because they're basically the same structure, except have you ever seen an animal at nighttime and you flash a light in their eyes and there's that weird green yellow cast that flashes across their eyeballs? That is what helps them see at night better. But when you actually get to like cut an eyeball in half and look inside the actual eyeball, it's literally just like a leathery ball of fluid, and then there's this weird jelly lens in there. But the back of their like the white leathery eyeball is actually like it looks like an abalone shell. I don't know a word for it. It's beautiful, like a gasoline spill, but it's a special tissue that helps reflect additional light so that their eyes can absorb more light at nighttime so then they can see better. And that's why you get that green cast when a light is flashed in their eyeballs. And ours go red when you flash when you like they used to, back when we had cameras and there was a flash. Our eyes go red because we don't have that. You're just seeing blood vessels reflecting out of the pupil. Wild. Um, I want to take a break really quick because I have to pee super bad and I'm out of coffee and I don't have one beverage and my throat is so dry. So I'm gonna go get like 10 beverages real quick. Science. I know, anatomy is fantastic. But had I not had to dissect cow eyeballs, I wouldn't know that. I just thought that was really fucking cool. I had pictures of it way back in the day. I don't know where they are anymore, but it was cool. Oh, the recessive on the X, so a colorblind woman will have colorblind sons. The Y doesn't have an option, so the X will be used. God, genetics are weird and so cool. So fucking fascinating. Genetics. I mean, if it wasn't so much math, I probably would have gone further into genetics. But the math, I mean, I did a shit ton of math and I was just done. Mentally, I was like, no more math, please. I can't. I don't want it. I hate it so much. I looked it up. It's 30 countries, UK not part of it. Cool. Still, I mean, it's not. I mean, what is it for? Like that's, I guess, my brain. I'm such an idiot. I always want a why, and I'm not gonna get a why. But why? Like it's only €3, but also that's from a lot of people. Like, where is that going? What's that going to? Am I gonna get more leg room? Am I gonna get leg room? Full stop? I don't know. Mysteries. Administration fee, but like are the TSA agents getting that? Because then I'd be really cool with it because they probably get paid shit, I imagine. They deserve it. Janitorial staff, are they getting it? Is it going to the school system? What's that mean? Because £3, €3, whatever. It's FUBAR, really. But from X amount of people, that's a shit ton of money. For what? Where's that going? I'm already paying a shit ton of money just for the airline ticket. I don't know, just genuinely curious. I like to know where my money's going, even if it's just that. Someone taught me a very, very long time ago that it's not about getting $1,000,000. It's about getting a penny from everybody. And that's what I feel they're doing. And it makes me feel not good. You know? It's potentially billions, exactly. Likely to fund tracking people to make sure they don't overstay their vacation time. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, isn't that what passports are, though? I mean, when you travel internationally with a passport, they scan you every single time you get off an airplane and get back on. Some countries actually make you completely check out, go get your luggage, then recheck your luggage in and re-go through customs. So you're getting that passport scanned 5 billion times. Like I thought, isn't that the tracking system? Me too. I'm genuinely guessing too. I just don't know. And I don't like when things like everybody just goes, it's just €3, whatever, and then they get away with shit like that, and it's like, where's that money going? And 60 countries are required to have people apply to this. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. Okay, I'm gonna go pee and get a beverage because my mouth is so dry, but like, keep brainstorming because I want to know. Piss in a bottle, monster, water. Should be enough beverages for like an hour, right? Yeah, be like an hour. And I'll have to pee so bad I have to get up and just run away. Cheers, sluts. I'm gonna put them. Did I? Oh, I keeped my bowl before I left. I did. I knew I did it on purpose because I was like, I said I would. Dude, right, Mr. Fox? I was thinking that too. Like, €3 in Greece is a whole lot more than €3 in Germany. Like, it's a big fucking lot of money. I don't know. I'm just genuinely curious. Oh my god, Hurts. Did you love it? It makes everyone so uncomfortable. I just can't. I can't let it go. Oh, it's definitely edited so my tongue looks like a tentacle. I do not have that pointy, long, scary tongue. I don't. I wish. I do not. So there's the website if you want to see the countries included. Ooh, thank you. I will. Apparently, it's a check on on visa attempts on visa exempt countries visiting countries. All right. I mean, like I said, €3 isn't a big deal. It's like not going to really affect me, but I'm just, you know, they nickel and dime us. European countries requiring ETIA ASs. Interesting. Oh, I mean, I want to go to all the countries, really. I'd list them off, but I want to see all of them. This was something, I think Najio posted this. Hold on. It's a conversation. Bard. So you said this castle had the best loot and booty an adventurer could carry. Are you sure about that? Rogue. Oh, yeah, trust me. You're going to love it. The castle. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, you have to look. I can't. Oh, there are no words. I am 100% a drink gremlin, especially right now because I'm still kind of getting over COVID and I'm like, I have the heat on, which I think is making the air really dry and it's making my sinuses just like fucking hurt. Kiwis, like the bird. Dude, what the fuck? Hold on. Is it soundless? I didn't hear sound coming out of it. But maybe there is sound. Maybe my computer isn't fixed. Maybe it's broken still. Hold on. Let me pull it up on the other monitor. I had the sound. It autoplayed with sound and I didn't hear anything. That's why I got nervous. Hold on. Dude, kiwis are wild. So the kiwi bird, doesn't it lay an egg once every like 3 years that's 70% of its body mass? Like it's got to squish that out, right? They're kind of a fucking science fuck. You know, it's like science being like, look what I can do. You know what I'm saying? A Mobius strip walks into a bar forlorn, into a bar looking forlorn. The bartender asks what's wrong, and the Mobius strip says, "Where do I begin?" Jesus Christ. How are you? Hopefully the sound works. Hold on. I like it until it makes noise, but that super precious runaway with the hair pants. Hold on. Was pretty precious. I mean, it looks like a satyr, like satyr legs, you know? They are pretty big. I think they're fairly large. I mean, hold on. I was trying to look up how big they are actually. Kiwi bird. Blah blah blah. It says they're approximately the size of a domestic chicken. Oh my god, what? They're a ratite? Okay, ratites are like fucking ostriches and emus, like the flightless birds, basically with the dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. The kiwi's the smallest of the ratites, which also includes ostriches, emus, rheas, and cassowaries. Cassowaries. You know the ones, the terrifying, and extinct elephant birds and moas. What the fuck's an elephant bird? They're 2 feet tall. I want to know what love is. Kiwi bird. Yeah, they're a weird one. I think they thought they were extinct for a bit because, humans came in and rats and all that shit fucked up. Not right now, Bubba. That's the side of the chords. I love you so much. Not right now. Yeah. 1.5 to 2 feet tall. Wow. They can weigh up to 10 pounds. What the fuck? That's wild. Oh my God. They're so big. Hold on. I'm trying to get a good picture of a person holding one. They're precious. But also, what? Just give me the picture, you stupid website. No one cares. Okay, well, look at that fuck. This is disturbing. Why? But also precious. I would pee my pants, shit my pants, and then I would say my goodbyes because Cassowaries will take you the fuck out. Precious. It's like a little perch chicken. Yeah. I kind of, but that's the egg. Look at that. Look, that's how. Literally, who said it? The Pringles can. It's a watermelon through a fucking Pringles can. Yeah, hurts. Yeah. This is why the kiwi screams. Right there. We have our answers. This is why the kiwi screams. Have you ever wondered? Right the fuck there. Because what? 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. The babies are precious and terrifying. Magnissimo. Oh my god, Mag. I don't know if you've gotten to see any of the playthrough of our Bioshock 2 yet, but I can't stop thinking about you because there's so many fucked up feet. Oh, have you ever played Bioshock 2? Because oh my god. Oh my god. Like they put effort into fucking up feet. I cannot with it. I cannot. We're just learning. Oh, wow. So they're the same size as a chicken, but look at the difference in who gets to birth what. Oh my god, cute. Cute though. Their feathers are really precious. Almost like emu feathers, right? Oh, the first person. Yep. I totally get that. The second one honestly is a lot easy is a lot better in my opinion just in terms of the like I don't know what you would say like the mechanics of it. You don't spin as fast, it's not so dizzying. But man, they literally so I'll just tell you then. So seriously. So there's like the splicers, the fucked up people that are the bad guys that you're killing all the time that have like overdone it with the plasmids and shit. And they're all fucked up. Like they have fucked up like malformed faces and shit and they're all like but there's a certain population of them where it looks like one of their legs and foot has morphed into be a fleshy high heel. I don't know how else to put it. Like, there's no shoe on the foot, but the foot matches the other foot that does have a shoe that's a high heel, and it's like all veiny and shit. I can't stop looking at them. They're so fucked up. God, why have you created me this way? Right? Like, what did the Kiwis do? What did the Kiwi do to deserve this? They are very precious, though. They seriously look like just precious little soft chickens. Oh my G. I got to get my view image browser thingy back so I can click on it and not have to go to a website. I feel like I like the view depth. I don't know what to call it in modern games. Makes the first person perspective for people like me a bit easier. 100%. Honestly, like I wish I prefer third person almost all the time because I want to see my character. It gives me something to look at. Like BioShock's one of the few ones where you have plenty to look at, so it doesn't get me as much. Korath, thank you. How are you, love? Bit off topic, but is anyone else a fan of gifts of birds with arms? Dude, Gorg, no shit. Kill Zombies, one of my mods. He 3D printed actual little arms and put them on his actual chickens. Like they are designed to like fit nicely on a chicken's neck. And he took a video of his chickens running around with these arms on. It is one of the best things that has ever existed. Yes, I love me some gifts of birds with arms. They're hilarious. They're so funny. They make all birds better. But the fact that Kills did it in real life was just one of the most epic things that's ever happened. Ever. I wonder if I could pull it up. Hold on. Did he send it to me in? Where was I DM'd? Hold on. It's worth it. It's so good. It's like a second, but Jesus fucking Christ, is it funny? Dude, dodos are cool. There's so many cool animals like dodos and shit. Did you know that in North America we had like a jaguar type panther, but we just poached it to death for its fur? Like, people suck. We had some cool shit. And we just like ate it to death. Uh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna find it. Give me the chicken. And maybe I won't find it. Damn it. Oh, the chickens. I'll have to ask Kills next time I see him. It's so worth it. It's so fucking funny. And apparently it's like his unkind chicken, which I think makes it even funnier. Like he has like a mean chicken, I think. And the chicken kind of runs at him. Fuck. I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask him. It's so worth it. It's so fucking funny. Anyways, sorry. It was great. Like, it's just, if you have a 3D printer in chickens, you know what to do. You know what to do. Oh my god, which ones, Gorg? You talking about the kakapo? I love them. I love them. They're like chicken parrots. And the males climb to the top of a mountain like every day and they scoot their butt and make like a little like divot in the ground and then they just bellow into the divot and it echoes across the mountains and that's how they find a mate. Like they just scream like fuck me as loud as they can and I just think what an epic creature for nature to create. Oh, have you ever seen the video of one humping? I think it's like Stephen Fry's cameraman or something. Hold on. Oh, it's fan. If you don't know what a kakapo is, holy shit. Oh, oh, is this the one, Mag? Oh shit. Shut the fuck up. Did you just randomly find this? Why didn't it pull up? Oh, there it is. Downloaded. Here it is.
What you doing, little lady?
I love you so much. Pause. Shit, fuck balls. I give you. Now that David has it in his search history, we have to know. So allegedly a rooster doesn't have a penis. What's what do they, do they jizz? Is there jizz? I have so many questions. Stephen Fry's fucking great. He is really funny. Who thinks to themselves, I'm going to go to the jungle today and get skull fucked by a rare parrot? I don't think anybody, but there might be people that hope for it. Just rub your parts together and you have. I've seen like the bird documentaries that are narrated. I don't think they're Stephen Fry. I think it's the other legendary English narrator of things, of animal stuff. What? Oh my god, I just blanked on his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. I watched like the thing about all the what are they, the birds of paradise, and birds in general have a millisecond of a fuck. Attenborough, thank you. Attenborough. They literally fuck for once, like not even a second, like a millisecond. So are they just like there's not enough time for rubbing? Is all I hate thinking about this. I really hate this, but now I'm genuinely curious what the fuck is happening. You know what I meant? Like how? What's happening? Like well, my dogs do the same. I mean, when my dogs are hyped as fuck and super stoked, what they will do is run at me full force and with their front paws just fucking nail me in the cooter or the titties, depending on. And then they just like shove with all their power and then run off. Like, let's go. Like if they know we're going for a car ride or a walk, that's their excitement phase. I'm gonna die someday due to them. It's gonna happen. If I wasn't a 6 foot tall person, they would have taken me out many times. Kind of like a firecracker. Jesus Christ. You know, there's a kink about getting skull fucked by birds now. Absolutely. I mean, it's that rule 34 or whatever. Time to Google it with diagrams. I'm genuinely, I don't want to pull that up on my channel because if it's a dick, it's a dick. You know, I can't. But I do want to know. I want to know what dicks are. I was trying to find just a quick video of just a kakapo not humping something. Because if you watch one, they do they do live in trees, but they have to climb a tree, and they climb it kind of like a monkey or something. I don't even know. There are no words. It's really fucking precious. Where is that little shit? I'm just skipping through it to see if I can find it. This one gives you a pretty cute view of his face. Just not fucking something in a little bit more modern, but kakapos genuinely are very, very adorable. Being able to teleport must suck ass when you have ADHD. Why the fuck am I in Nevada? You're there to help count votes. Gee, that would be a thing, though. Oh my god, I've been hiking with my coworker's corgi. Dude, Millie, my pug, loved hiking. I think small dogs get a bad rap. Like, people buy small dogs, stick them in a purse, and then they end up purse dogs that just are yappy and fragile. But if you don't know any better and you treat your tiny dog like it's a big dog, they can literally do anything. Millie was a fucking big dog in her soul because I raised her like she was a big dog. I didn't treat her like she was precious. I don't know, dude. It's fun. That's true. Well, have you seen some of the purses out there? I don't know anymore, but I remember when I was like, I think high school, maybe early college, it was like the in thing to have some monstrous like suitcase essentially hanging off your arm. I saw it in magazines. I don't know. I don't know if I ever saw it in person, but I definitely saw it in magazines and stuff. Honestly, I don't know. Where did I see that? With your face and your feet, motherfucker. Dude, thank you, McTaggart. I just fucking love animals. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian really, really bad until I learned what veterinarians like have to do, like putting animals down. Then I was like, oh fuck that. And then I went into putting people down, which I still can't reason with that, so don't ask. Um, that's a weird thing. I just have no answers for. Uh, but animal, man, I remember going to my grandma's house to be babysat as a kid because my mom worked night shifts in the hospital, and I would just put on Animal Planet and binge that shit. And so my brain, I feel like, is just like this jumble of animal trivia. I could never be like a smart animal person, but I know a lot of dumb shit about animals because I love them. They're fascinating. Hard agree on that one. Being able to teleport while having ADHD, yeah, no, that's just death. Oh, look, the Andromeda Galaxy. Where did I go? Yeah, yeah, we'd be dead. There'd be no ADHD people left. We'd all be dead. Yeah. The website I'm on described it as shut the fuck up. A cloacal kiss. Oh my god, David. Like actual you, David. the no. The cloacal kiss. No. Oh, I'm so sorry for your search history. We learning. Oh my god. Which is now in your vocabulary too. Try to use that in a sentence today. I don't know if I will ever get to use that ever. Like when the cloacal penises, though, or lack thereof. Papilla? What was it? Papilla? What were they called? Hold on, I have to learn that word again. Papilla, papina. Nope. I hope there's a smooch sound when they. I can't stop picturing in my head that bird sex is like those pink gourami kissing fish. Have you ever seen those? Like they're just like a big pink like fancy fish. It's a freshwater fish, I'm pretty sure. But they like get stuck together with their mouths because they try fighting each other, but then they like their mouths go and they like suck together and that's I just imagine this like and just I'm not feeling good about it is what I'm saying. Maybe that's why it's a millisecond because God was like any more is just too much and society won't be able to handle that. Watch The Magicians on Sci-Fi. They had travelers that almost always died because they would randomly teleport into volcanoes or space. I don't think I did. The Magicians, not the one that's based on the book series that's on Netflix, right? I don't know if it's on Sci-Fi as well. I read the book series. I couldn't get through the show because the actors drove me crazy. The book series phenomenal. I literally could not get through the show. The two main actors, what are their names? Alice and whatever the emo dude. I just want to wring their necks. I can't stand them. But the book series is great. Yeah, they're. Oh, it was originally on Sci-Fi. There you go. I had no idea. I haven't had TV for so fucking long. I don't know what's on anything anymore. It seems like chickens just scissor each other, but I didn't watch that. I watched the artificial insemination video where she jerks off his tail and then pinches his cloaca to pipette the sperm off his testes. I don't know what to do with that. Quentin, thank you. The actors just are. I just don't like them. They drive me nuts. A lot of the other characters were great, and the book series I really liked, but yeah, I couldn't do it. Wow,
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
I do. It's just like it's kind of. I mean, I don't know when it becomes weird. Like I don't know if there's an actual line, but I might be getting close to that line in terms of what I know about animal penises and their variety. Like for instance, did you know that all hyenas have penises, including the females, and all hyena like herds. What are they called? Colonies, packs, hyena packs. I don't know what's a group of hyenas. Is it a hysterical or something because they laugh? Probably something weird like that. But it's all females except babies. Babies can be male, but all the females, and then they kick the males out, and all the females take care of all the babies because like a huge percentage of the moms die because they have to give birth through a penis and they hemorrhage out. And so then the other moms who are also lactating simultaneously because then they can then take on those babies as their own because the moms very often just like, explode their cocks and die. Hyenas. Amazing. Rabbits' balls are in front of their penises instead of behind them. I just know too much. Like these things are here now forever. I know. I have to. Kills. We just watched your chicken with arms. I don't know how we got on the top. Oh, we learned about the cloacal kiss. I used it in a sentence, guys. A cackle? Shut the fuck up. I was so close. A group of hyenas is a cackle. I knew it was going to be something to do with laughing. Dude, I think I still have it up. Hold on. Did I exit out of it? I still have it up. It's one of the funniest things that ever has existed. Like, I'm still obsessed with the little, like, dodge dive behind the tree. If any of you have ever been to the subreddit or seen the gifs of birds with arms, my boy Kills 3D printed arms for his burbs.
What you doing, little lady?
The fake out kills me every time. I don't know
What
why.
you doing, little lady?
I love her. She made angry. Yeah, that's what I was telling everyone. I was like, I don't know if she was legitimately like just an unpleasant chicken or if this very much pissed her off, but she was very unhappy this day. She was not okay with what was occurring in terms of the arms. I think I knocked a cord. I keep seeing my camera bounce. I like the way your booty. Nope. I watched the whole series for Elliot alone. I was so glad when Quentin died. Hard same. There are a lot of shows where I cheers for that, where I like cheer that on though, you know. The scene in the first season of The Magician, if you made it that far, you know the one. It is awful and traumatic and really well done. Man, it's been so long since I watched. I don't remember, and I binged I like binged it, so I don't know what was the first episode or whatever. But I believe you because I read the book series, but I don't know where what landed. They added and they changed kind of the order of things in the show a little bit from what my sister told me because she watched the whole thing. Just because, I mean, it's necessary. Like, a book can very, very rarely be translated exactly into a movie. However, if you've ever read the book Practical Magic or The Last Unicorn, both of those were done shockingly well. Just like almost mirrored scripts into the movies. Crazy. I haven't put them back on them because they aren't smart enough to run into things trying to get them off. Oh my god, precious. What if they started fighting with them? Just like thrusting those arms. Oh, stop it. Wait, you finished The Magicians, like the whole series? Dude, Zentek, the fuck? Did you run an update or something recently? Because I had to do a rollback this morning. I was hella late to stream because I don't know. I shut my PCs down. Like, that was it. But I can't figure out what the fuck happened because it was just when I restarted them, none of my accessories worked. No keyboard, no mouse, no nothing. And I did try other things and, swap ports, etc., etc. And I ended up, faultying out the computer by just restarting it and starting it over and over and interrupting it, getting it into the BIOS, and I did a rollback from like November 7th or something, and now it's fine. It's very odd. What did you think of the whole show altogether? I couldn't get it. I couldn't do it. Like I dreaded Alice. I dread her, which is sad. I'm sure she's a fantastic actress, but her whiny fucking voice just like it grinds something deep in my brain that says this must stop. Stuff something in her mouth. We're having a bad time. I don't know why. It's not the pitch or anything because there's a lot of high pitched actresses that I like. I don't know what it is. I also want to punch her. Because chickens are dumb, angry creatures and choose violence to solve all problems. They're mini raptors with feathers. Kind of makes sense, to be honest. The musical episodes were pretty great. I mean, the show wasn't bad. I mean, it's not badly, it's actually really well produced. I thought it was really well done, really well produced. The story mirrored the books pretty well. They changed the order of events a little bit, but nothing that changes anything like drastically in terms of character development and stuff like that. Oh, you got a virus. Oh, fuck. Good luck. I hope it's okay. I hope everything's okay. Oh, you watched the entire series of The Magicians. Quentin definitely gets annoying. However, he dies in season 3 or 4. Yeah, but Alice. Honestly, I'd kind of take him over Alice. She's, the character, even the way they write her in the book, but in the book, she's less like whiny and pathetic. She actually like rides the train of you're the most powerful thing ever. And I feel like in the show, they're just like, hey, you have all this power. You're the most powerful. You're the powerful. And then hit me. You're really powerful. Demon possession. Like, you're really, but you like, that doesn't have to, because you're super, but I'm shameful. Like, over. It was just like recycled over and over. And I just, you know, stop. I'm bored. I was bored. It's cleaner, running better now. Good. Viruses are scary shit. I'm on the chapter about slugs. My mind is, oh, yeah. Do you like it? You're enjoying it though, right? I love the way it's written. The book, the series in general. The episode where Quentin and Elliot lived a whole life, that was great. That was a great. I mean, Quentin was amazing. Quentin and Margot, before Margot became a queen bitch, they were like the best part of the show, easily. Birds are dinosaurs, yeah. I read something recently where the science is a paleontologist. I don't know, scientists that study the bones and try to discover what dinosaurs look like. They think T Rexes actually have absolutely had feathers. I don't know how legit that is, but dude, Margot, right? Like Margot could bend me over and shove anything in me, and I'd be happy. She was fun, and then she just they flipped her writing to make her just like a bitch like a backstabbing kind of evil whore. I hate what they did to Margot and Elliot's dynamic. Thank you. Yeah, I love that we've all watched this and we all agree that it's good, but fucking A, what they did. They don't do that in the books. I hated Quentin the entire show. Alice is a whiny little bitch that needs to be slapped a few times, and Fogg kind of bummed me too. Yep, I'd agree with all that. I hate when I find that like a show or a book series or a movie or whatever. I hate when I find that my favorite characters in the entire thing that stick out the most to me have 1 minute of screen time or book time, and they're dead or gone. I'm like, man, you put all your best writing into a throwaway. What the fuck? The Mario movie, The Little Blue Star.
Ah, the sweet release of death.
Love that little fuck. I tried. I just think I think Quentin could do better. Elliot's absolutely the best character. He really was. He's like the best actor in that show. He's very good actor. Fucking yes, Jade. That makes me happy. Alice would have been cooler, but she hooked up with Quentin, which was a mistake. And then before she could grow, she died. Yep. They just had her end on like people were grateful. She was gone, which is sad because she was great. Margot switched back when she found out her boat was a woman and they were about to rape her boat. Oh my god, when? I don't remember that part. Wait. Yes, I do. Do I? Yes. God damn. I gave up on that show. I don't think I saw it in the show. I think I'm remembering like my visual image in my head of what I saw when I was reading the books, and I can't. I'm mushing them. I think I'm making up that I saw that part in the show. I don't think I saw that part in the show. You know what I mean? I run like a movie in my head when I read a book, and it's really hard for me sometimes when I've seen the book and the movie series. I kind of start to like mush them in my head. The Star, right? Seatown. Every time the Star was on screen, I was like, yes, best character in the whole movie. Really? Okay, I'm not the only one. It's weird. I'm not good at holding visual images. Like I consider myself terrible with like short-term memory, like especially with numbers. If I have to memorize a 4-digit number, I have to sit there and sing song that number in my head over and over and over until I put it where where I was remembering it needed to go. Otherwise, it will be gone. It is gone forever and ever. I will never remember it again. I cannot. But when I read books, I like run a movie in my head and I have what they all look like and sound like. I don't know. It's weird. It kind of sucks sometimes though, because if a series comes out way after you read the books and it doesn't fit what your brain did, it's like then you're like, you don't fit what my imagination came up with. How could you? Just like the musical bits, so I fast forward through those. I get that. You hate musicals though, don't you? I think we were talking about this recently because ugh. I don't even want to say it. The Mean Girls remake. I'm really sad about that. I'm gonna be sad about that for a while. Knives. I think we could stop at why is that movie? Why is that movie? You fucking got me, man. It's some shit. It's why? I ask a lot. Because writers actors strike, just recycling a script. That makes sense, honestly. No shit, Jade. Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Hell yeah. I've been using and really actually enjoy Kindle Unlimited. because I read a lot, and I like that there's so many fucking books on there that are free if you have Kindle Unlimited. You know, you can just like you rent them into your own little personal library, and I can try it out and just throw it back. Because I like growing up in the middle of nowhere, the nearest library was like an hour away, so I didn't really have a library. So we went to bookstores a lot and buy like the commitment to buy a book was such a it weighed heavy because you had to buy the book, take it home, and if you hated it, I would force myself to read it. 'Cause books aren't cheap. Libby, hold on. I need a pen. Katie. Just why? I don't know. I don't need song to convey a toxic environment known as school. I know. I don't. I still can't get over that they're trying to remake a movie from like it. We don't live in the same world. I don't have kids and I know they're not living in the same world. Like they text. They don't have face-to-face conversations. It's just not realistic. You can't do that now. Libby. I was a library junkie when I was in college, dude. Libraries are everything. The Legally Blonde musical was pretty dank, but that movie kind of was built. I feel like that movie was built for it. It was of that corny era. It can work, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could have made it work, and this just does not look like it's gonna fucking work. Oh my god, McTaggart. I'm glad I'm not the only person that hoards books. It disgusts me a little bit when I think about how many times I've driven across our country to move with everything I own, and I throw out furniture to put a box of books in my car. Like all my books, same. Like all this shit, I've read it all. A lot of it's school books, like big old manuals, Merc manuals, and shit like that. And I just can't. I can't. I don't. I'll literally purge anything else in my house. Like I love to donate. Obviously, donate clothes, donate whatever. Get rid of stuff to make room, just to have room. I hate clutter. But my books, it's so hard. I have to truly despise a book or a series to get rid of it. It's really hard. And I don't reread them. I just keep them and then reorganize them and look at them and touch them and reference them once in a while. But they're just, well, I don't, same. Every wall that I have is a bookshelf because it doesn't fit any furniture. They cyberbully instead face to face. Exactly. Donate them to your local box or free library. I have the books that I just like, you know, this is just personal. This is not a reflection on anything or anyone else. But like when, JK fuck decided to come out as a turfy piece of shit, just looking at Harry Potter merchandise and my books made me feel gross inside years after she came out as a turfy shit. And I was like, you know what? I don't need additional things in my life that make me feel like shit. So I'm just gonna fucking get rid of these. So Vissy and I eviscerated them, and turned them into homemade paper. I got rid of those and I felt real good about that. But other than that, it takes a lot for me to truly be like, fuck that shit, you know? Within your ton of books, all of it. Like I'll have a duffel bag of clothes and the rest is just my books. It's disgusting. It's so many, and my car will literally be like lopsided, and I'll do it. I spend more gas just to get my books across the country that I can't let go of. And I don't trust my mom with them because she will just throw shit away or donate stuff that she doesn't know what the fuck's happening. Films are made by people. Sometimes they suck and people didn't do a good job. It's okay. Exactly. Not everything's going to be perfect. And like, just because it sucks to one person doesn't mean it sucks. Everybody has a different taste, right? Birthday, you're right. Hydrate, bitches. Oh my god, I love that. My wife identifies as a dragon and her hoard is books. I'm not near that cool. I'd be more like a gremlin of the books. But yeah, I feel that. And it could be so worse. Like, I know people that collect, like, teacups for fuck's sake. At least our things were useful and we got something out of them. I guess. I guess maybe people feel that way about a teacup. I don't know. I don't have a hole in my mouth. It's fine. Books are great until you have to move. Oh, tell me about it. Actually, books are great until you have to unpack, I would say, because I love packing the books because it's a game of like Tetris. getting them, and books are like square, you know, and they fit perfectly. Everything else in your house, nothing fits perfectly in a box, but you can get a lot of books in a box. But then you have to move said box, and it's a fucking 200 pounds. You're like, fuck. Definitely been there. A signed copy? Shut the fuck up, Sex. That's pretty cool. Yeah, JKK is not in our house anymore either. And it wasn't because I felt like it made me a turf to have that stuff, because I bought it. Like, literally, most of my books and stuff were from when they were released, when I was like a child. Exa Unique, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Ass Blaster 9000.
Over. If only you were over 9,000. What a shame.
Thank you for the gifted sub, love. I appreciate you. Every Skyrim player but books. The hordes are real. But in Skyrim, I just throw them in one of my rented homes and have piles that I could, like, you know, stumble across. There's a bookstore by my place. It's essentially a used bookstore, but here's the kicker. You can take any book and all books out you want and just leave however much you want. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's a good way to get people to fucking read.
That's a very special pineapple for your asshole.
I could probably count on one hand the amount of books that I've reread and will read again in my life. I don't know what it is about those books, but there are very few where it's like maybe there's enough content in them or something like that where I get excited and I can keep going. But most books I remember so much that the moment I start them, I'm like, I already know what's next, and I just close them because there's no appeal if I know what's coming. But there's some big honkers out there that I can read over and over, and I don't know why. Our books have been packed in a box since we moved from California. Oh man, make sure they're not like in moist areas. They get fucking kills. The last time I moved, I learned the seek was to do like a half book, half clothes box and just keep repeating that over and over. Because books, while the box is full of books looked really nice, nobody can lift them. Taskmaster,
9,001, motherfucker! Hell yeah.
thank you for gifting us some Taskmaster. 9,001 because it's over. I appreciate you. That's what movers are for. I only got movers the last time I moved, and it was pretty phenomenal. But before that, I'd never had movers before in my life because I had 3 older brothers that I would just be like, help me. Oh my god, I have a signed copy of Aragon. That's the only signed book I have. It's somewhere. It's not time. Do you see this? That nose. I don't think it's time for a break. I don't think it's time, madam. Yeah, I have some, like, seriously, I don't even have, I was just talking about this, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I've never had a Blu-ray drive or a DVD drive in any PC I've had since I started building PCs. Never. And I literally don't have any way to play a Blu-ray yet. I did keep, like, the most special of my Blu-rays, I guess. Like, I got rid of a lot because everything's online these days. Like, I just bought them on Prime and stuff so I can watch them on my iPad while I'm traveling. Like, really, important to me, movies that I just must have. But, I know I don't have any consoles. Ever since I went to PC, it was just like, why? I borrow a console if there's a game that's exclusive and I must play it, like Bloodborne or something, I'll just borrow it. But I did. Like, I have, like, this special edition Nightmare Before Christmas Blu-ray, et cetera, et cetera. I have, like, stuff like that, you know? Blu-rays that were so obscure that I don't even know if you could find that movie online. Like, some of them you literally can't. Like a movie called Mirror Mask. Have you ever seen... Oh my god, Bubba. Mirror Mask, it's a Jim Henson. It's kind of a weird, obscure one that I don't know if you can see it literally anywhere, so I have that on a Blu-ray, just in case. It's basically just in case movies. Yeah, they're both here. I just elbowed Trick right in the schnoz. I don't know what they want. What do you want? What do you want with me? What do you want with me? What do you want with me? Maybe that's it. Maybe they're comfort books. I bet that's what it is. Ma'am, I can't reread books that I don't forget. Me neither. I can't forget it. It's like impossible. Yeah, I'm the same with movies or TV shows. I will watch once. After that, it bores me. I can put on. I feel like when there's shows that I rewatch, I'm not rewatching them necessarily to sit and give them my 100% attention. I have shows that are like comfort shows where if I'm just in a mindset where I need background sound, I'll put on one of those shows like Big Bang Theory or something like that, where it's just got a million episodes. It'll go on forever. I don't have to worry about running over to whatever's happening and changing something or worrying about a playlist going out or whatever. It'll just go. And it's just like benign, I guess. I guess it's the way most people treat like cable TV. They just put it on for like sound, but I've never had cable. Oh, I do have the Signed Rosetta book. I forget about that one because it's on my I have a different bookshelf that has all my art books on it. Like my art like reference books and stuff like that. I think I might have one or two out here actually, but not that one. I forgot about that one cuz it's not a book you read. Nope, you're right, I do. That one my art teacher gave me. My high school art teacher. What a cool guy. Every time I think about him, I get happy and then I realize he's probably dead because he was so old and that makes me really sad. Plot: cruise vessel moving people crash lands on a planet after getting off course, and the crew has to survive while making their way to the ship. Is it a water planet? Firefly, yep, 100%. Get it. Yep, me, it's like, what's the other one? Parks and Rec. That's another one. It's hilarious. I love Parks and Rec, but I put it on in the background. I'm not really paying attention. It's just like a comfort sound I'm familiar with that's gonna take up the creepy silence or this like overpower maybe a screaming voice on the other side of the house or something. I don't know. Futurama was a bedtime show forever before it got taken off some streaming sites. I know. That was me with why am I like this? King of the Hill. King of the Hill was definitely one of those, and then it just went away. I think it was on Hulu. DVDs are still the only way to see some films, but DVDs are great. They ended up being so cheap that basically everything was put on DVD. Seriously, no shit, David. Half of the DVDs I have or Blu-rays or whatever that I kept were like from $5 bins or $2 bins because they were just kind of obscure movies that maybe were printed on accident or something. I don't know. But I'd be digging through there and be like, oh my God, this is one of my favorite movies ever, and you can't find this fucking anywhere. I think that's actually how we had Dogma at one point. I think that's how we got it, was like out of a $5 bin. Now you can't get Dogma fucking anywhere. It must be back on Hulu because it was taken off for a while, so I attained it other
Sam has
ways.
a very special pineapple for your asshole.
Pickles, bitch. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an A swings for 8 months. I fucking appreciate you. Show's called Scavengers Rain in Max. Ooh, animated? Fuck yeah. I haven't finished. I don't think nope. I think I have. I'm trying to think. I'm still watching the Samurai with the blue-eyed samurai. It's a really beautifully done show. I don't know how many episodes I have left. I don't want to say where I'm at in the show because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched it. It's really good though. You should watch the Blue-Eyed Samurai. The animation is so pretty. It's so fucking beautiful. Like it's like water. I don't know how to describe it. It's so beautiful. Pickles are delicious. $5 DVDs were very addictive, but damn, when you see what some people spent on them, like $30 to get like 27 dresses, I don't feel that bad. You know? For All Mankind's a good show if you haven't watched it. New season. I don't think I've seen that one. For All Mankind. That's not the one based on a comic series, is it? Dude, Taco, right? It's just $1 dress. No! I'll watch it when I can get enough weed to knock out a bull elephant. Oh my God, what? But then are you watching it? You have to go outside. You have to go potty. I see you, bud. Hi. Bubba. What are you doing? Just coming to say hi, my little void. My precious little poods. You guys are so annoying. Don't eat my... They know how to pull my earbuds out now. They're like monkeys. No. Don't get to eat my earbuds. It's so gross. I don't know where that's been. You don't know where that's been. They're just giving up on life. I, I wanted to play a game, and now you make me need to pee. You're shitting on my bladder, kids. How do you not pet your dogs? I can't not cuddle you. You're too cute. You're just the most precious little curly man little fucks ever. Oh, it's the space race. We lost it. Oh no, I don't know that one. Ooh, I'll watch it with Mankind's on Apple Plus. I don't have Apple Plus. I can't not pet my dogs. Yeah, like I think I think about like my pug who passed away a few years ago, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Crazy, and no, 2 years. 2 years. I don't know. Time is weird. And I think like if I could have a moment back to snuggle her, would I take it? Like, fuck yeah. So every moment my dogs want to snuggle, I will give them a fucking snuggle so that when they inevitably die way too early, because dogs don't live long enough because they're too perfect for this world, I don't ever want to have a moment where I think back like, oh my God, is that a moment that I turned my dog away when they wanted to snuggle? I never ever want that. When they sadly stop living and I want to die inside, at least I'll have comfort in knowing I fucking gave them a little snuggle when they wanted some love every single time I could physically. Yes, pee, take moppets out, then we game. 100% agreed. And I'm going to fill my water. Fill your waters, clean your bongs, load a bowl. I'm very excited. We've been playing through Bioshock 2, and it's wild. So much harder than the first one, but still very, very fun. Right? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't ever want to, like, I sometimes literally will cry thinking, like, did Millie know I loved her? And I don't ever want, like, I know it, I'll probably still wonder, like, was there a moment? But at least I know I'll try. I tried. You guys want to go outside? Want to go potty? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's terrible. Like, I pretty much. I mean, I know I was still streaming as much as I physically and emotionally could, but I like blacked out a year of my life after my pug died. Like a piece of me died, and it is still dead. I'm just like getting used to it. But I don't, man. It truly is like a child dying. It's just so fucked up. Especially because they don't mentally age. Like, even though their body gets physically old and like breaks down, they are still a puppy, and you see it in their eyes and you see it in their want to play. That's the worst. God, it fucking sucks. It's the worst. So we love them when we can, right? Okay, I have to pee really bad. My dogs have squeezed me. Break, stand up, stretch legs, take joy, get water, clean your bong, load a bowl, do what you gotta do. I'll be right back. I think my dogs licked my earbuds. That's okay, right? They don't look probably cleaner than they were. Oh God. Let me turn that down. All right, let's fucking play a game. A game? I have chat on every monitor right now. It's a lot, but it's what I need. Thank you. Twitch getting radio ads. Wait, radio ads? Do people still willingly listen to the radio? Interesting. My aunt gave me the best pet parent advice. She always has two, one old, one young, so there's always a support animal. It's real. Like, I on purpose wanted, like, I will always have a dog. Dogs are, like, I agree with you. Life is too short not to have furry little fucks in your life that annoy the fuck out of you, but they snuggle you and they're always happy to see you and they love you no matter what. Life's too short. Dogs are perfect. But when I had Millie, like, I knew in my head, I was like, I need to get a dog before Millie passes. And I thought it was for me, for like my heart, because I knew when my forever partner, my pug, passed away, it was going to rip my heart out of my butt. And I had no idea that having puppies around actually, like, I think gave Millie extra years of life. Like, it gave her the oomph. She woke up and became like pack leader with them and like trained, like taught them how to be dogs. She'd like snap at them when they were being little shits and stuff. And she like they gave her an oomph. So it wasn't just for me. It's worth it if you can afford it, if you have the time, space, money, whatever. You know, you can afford the vet, you can afford the pet. Dude, Lane 8's fantastic, I know. This is my, like, massive playlist. It's on not Instagram, on, Spotify. It's a good one. Gotta change our category, I forgot. Bioschmock. Does it matter if I put us in remastered? Do people care? Dude, Kona, 100%. Yes. Very much so. My dogs, like, they were everything during COVID, yeah. Animals are such pure spirits. They can really change they can really change your outlook. I think they give people a sense of, like, they make people more kind. I can't think of the word. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's like just empathetic towards something, towards a helpless being. I don't know. It gives you something. I got an ad for an esports event in 2022 today on Twitch. Like, fam, I do not time travel and I do not attend events. 2022? What the fuck is happening? My boxer pit needed a buddy. We got him a corgi as a sport animal. Fuck yes, that is a precious, precious combo. I got a lighted dog collar for my void dog so I don't lose him at night. I got little, like, they already have, they're like, what are they called? Martindale collars because of the long necks. But my void dog, like, if I'm walking him at nighttime, I quite literally cannot see anything at the end of the leash. Like, he is so black. It's wonderful. He's the most beautiful creature in the world, but I cannot see him. And so I got him, it's like a tag. You basically just clip it onto their tag ring. And it's a little ball that lights up and just glows, and it's so fantastic. It emits like a perfect like lantern glow around the front of them too, so it's not just glowing on. So if he's faced away from me, I can still see it. They're kind of like my little like reindeer as I walk at nighttime. It's amazing. Dogs are not helpless. I am an independent golden retriever. Can you imagine? I had a golden, and let me tell you, yes, that boy could have fed himself, watered himself, cared for himself. But if he didn't have a snuggle, at least every 5 minutes around a human being, boy would have died. He would have just dropped. Love. There's no independence when love is in the room. They need it. It's like food, which is it makes a perfect dog. Like, in no way am I saying that's a negative. Like, they're perfect. But the snuggles are real. My boy Link was the perfect boy in the whole world. Ever. Rest in peace, Link boy. Rest in peace, my perfect boy. Okay, I'm just moving chat so I can see you guys. We'll play the game. It's gonna get real quiet here for a second. This is one of those weird games where it was like, I don't know what this is, but I feel like it's one or the other. Either a game starts up and screams at you, like the sound is just like, mwah, or it's silent until you get into the game and then it screams at you. It's one or the other. Can we not just get a middle? Just a middle would be great. A middle would be great. Oh man, I wish I loved the chilly weather. My dogs love the chilly weather. They fucking love this shit. And they want to be out in it all the time, and I feel like I'm dying. I wish. Like, this is the kind of weather that makes me shiver so hard I question myself. Oh my god, is my controller not gonna work now? Don't do that. Don't do that. Not today, bitch! Not today! No, we're good. We're cool, fam. It's fine. It's fine. I love the way the chilly weather feels. I miss fall, really. I feel like without fall, it's just so drastic here. My body doesn't have the time to adjust. You know? Like, I feel like fall and spring, they give you that time to, like, your body to, like, acclimate, I guess. And here, it just went 90 to 30 real quick. And my body's like, Hubba. Like, I kind of look like I'm having seizures when I shiver that hard. And I hate it so much. Makes all my muscles in my body just, like, clench and do this, like, tweaking thing. And I nail it right on the spot. I was trying to nail it before we went in that fucking room. I don't like being that kind of person. I think it was pretty obvious we were coming up on a boss fight. All the loot, you know, I feel like in games of this era and before, it was like there was always a loot cave immediately before a bad guy, usually. Like, that was kind of your sign that a battle was coming up. Is all the fucking loot everywhere. You'd be like, oh, look, a room with everything I need. Shit. You know? I know I'm not the only one. Dude, fuck yeah, Robo. I'm glad. I'm glad anytime any of you want to hang out, honestly. I felt really bad today because, like, you know, Faded Friday is kind of our sacred day, and my computer, of course, decides to take the royal shit of shits. And I was like, not today, Satan! But with less coughing. But at least I made it. Yeah. I know, it's just fucking. It doesn't matter if it's my fault or not. I'm still, like, at the behest of it. And it's out of my control, and that drives me crazy. But I guess I'm just, like, I'm not gonna shut them down anymore. Fuck that stuff. I'm just gonna do a restart. Like, honestly, I'll just do a restart if my computer's absolutely insistent on me doing a restart. And beyond that, fuck it. I'm just not gonna do it. It's stupid. I don't want to do it anymore. I can't. I literally can't. My karma wouldn't let your computer start without me. Dude, really, though. Seriously, that's exactly what it did. I don't know. It's room full of loot, and you'll need it all and more, literally. Or you have no room for it, but you desperately want it after the fight. Like, you use everything you have during the fight, and now you're empty, and you have nothing, and that room is now closed off to you. Like, what the fuck? Games. That's some absolute bullshit, in my opinion. Trying to think of the first game I noticed that in, but I've played too many games now. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. The loot that you literally just couldn't pick up because you didn't have inventory space, and you know it's just sitting there. Oh my god. Oh, Left 4 Dead. The safe rooms in Left 4 Dead were notorious for doing that. To me, at least. Like, I always had shit when I got there, but immediately afterwards, after the first wave, I'd have nothing. But you gotta do the next wave and the next wave and nothing. Those are great times. I liked those games, to be honest. It is. It's fun bullshit, but bullshit nonetheless. I enjoyed those games. I love me a little loot cave, but I don't know. I don't know anything about game design, but there's like a small part of me that feels like that's part of it. Part of game design is like the balance of health kits and health and light and whatever, that stuff. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a dev out there that's like, you're a piece of shit, please let me know. I don't know, but it feels like that's part of it. And there are some games out there that either that's a problem where you have way too much or not enough loot at any given point, or I feel like I'm trying to think of a game. I played one recently where it was like, the difficulty of the game progresses and then your character progresses, like your powers, your whatever, your skills progress. But it was like this point in the game where I felt like the game got exponentially harder and I wasn't getting exponentially better. Like, I wasn't getting better gear, better weapons, nothing like that. It was just this jump. And I ended up just stopping playing the game because it just felt like I was bashing my head against a wall. I don't know. I can't remember. I think I talked, but did I play it on stream? I don't fucking know. I play too many games. Which game was that? I don't know. It sounds like an MMO, but I haven't played an MMO in a really long time. I don't remember. It is. It's like it's a game balance issue, right? That's what I thought. Okay. I don't know. I like. If you're gonna talk shit about something, I feel like you should have some sort of a solution or maybe a suggestion on it. And I have no solution suggestion. I'm just talking out my ass. Like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking on or speaking on. So I try, like, and I don't even, like, I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know. It feels like a bitch move. Like, if I have no suggestions, maybe it's Destiny 2 in 2023. I have all fully leveled characters except one that I started on stream a few weeks ago. I'm so balls deep into Destiny. I have no idea what it's like to start out anymore, but I believe it. Giving you enough versus too much is an art. There you go. Yeah, because it's like you have to basically prophesize how, like, the amalgamation of every single player that's going to even sniff your game is going to play. And some people use health kits the moment they're not at 100%. Some people wait until they're at 1% before they touch a health kit. And therefore, there's going to be a weird balance of health items and whatnot. I can totally see how it's an extreme challenge that I don't have a solution for. I don't know. But it does, it's definitely halted me in some games where I can't get past it. I literally can't, like, progress in the game because of this weird whatever the fuck's going on, and I'll back out and I won't play the game. And that sucks, but I don't have an answer to it. I've dated a couple devs, and that's basically where my knowledge of the insider industry comes from, is that, and that's it. Moo Hoodles, how are you? Thank you. I am. I'm feeling better. I feel like there's a level of like fatigue and just general like sinus bullshit that I'm just gonna live with for a bit. I think that's like the, you know, seems to be the overall what people say long COVID is like. Or not long COVID, but like after you have like the week of hell or the couple weeks of hell of COVID symptoms. I just have this like stiffness in my face. I don't know how to describe it. Weird swollenness. But I'm glad too, because Jesus Christ, that was like 7 days of my life that are just gone. I just slept I just slept and blacked out. Like I have no clue what happened after TwitchCon. It sucked. It honestly, like a buddy of mine works with the CDC, like works with the regulations for COVID and trying to figure out how to make good boosters for us and stuff like that. And he actually came into my stream the moment he knew I was coming back after having COVID and asked me about my symptoms, like my symptomatic time range. And he said mine was super short and it should be really short lived because of that. And I'm fully boosted, like fully boosted and vaxxed, and I got my flu shot and shit like that. So I take care of myself. Like I don't want to be sick and I don't want to kill people with a virus. So I'm like, I just can't get over every once in a while, like, you know, when you're just in the shower, I think to myself, like, oh, I'm feeling shitty and bitching about my nose, but imagine how bad it would be if I wasn't vaxxed. And then I get over myself real quick. Because fuck, dude. I don't want that at all. What I had was unbearable. Like, fuck that shit. It was so bad. Getting a fever in your 30s is a lot different than as a child. This isn't my black craft coat. Does it look like this is the jacket I got asked if I was a part of Antifa in? Thank you very much. I think because of that. No idea. I don't even know what's on the back. I don't know. What is it? Some shit? It's like a skull or something, right? What's on the bottom? Is that a flower? I don't know. How dare you? It's my lab coat for doing science shit. How dare you? Does it just say Black Craft Cold on the back? Okay, I was literally popping my back so hard it felt really good when I was spinning around. It's one of the very few jackets I've ever found in my life that has thumb holes, but the sleeves are actually long enough so the thumb holes don't sit there and like cut the circulation off to my thumbs and make me want to die. I'm just too tall and too long. Everything, like most things, they sit like this, and I start to get that like aching pain in my thumb, and I'm like, why do my thumbs hurt? Oh yeah. Whereas these sleeves are like the best. Hello, my son. I know you know what time it is. I'm just chit chatting with my friends. Can I not have a few moments? Did you fart near me? Smell like toots. What's up? How are you doing? Hello. Hello, my void boy. What's up, Bubba? Smell like a fart. Did you fart a little? Gross. Thank you for that. They gift us the best things in the world. It says Blackcraft with a silver moon, a skull in the middle. Oh, is it a lotus on the bottom? Okay. I could kind of like see it in my peripheral vision in OBS, and I was like, I think that's definitely a skull, but I couldn't tell what the bottom was. This is the best ever. Wear a shirt every other day, doesn't know what's on it. Seriously, I dress for comfort, not for looks. I've never dressed for the way things look. Unless I'm like going somewhere special for some odd reason, I dress for the way it feels. Like, and I do get dressed in the dark every day, so that's part of it. Can they be bot tacos? Because I hate cooking. No, I've not seen the new Last Airbender teaser. Is it Last Airbender like Shyamalan and Ding Dong Last Airbender, or is it Ong or Ang? Dude, right? I can't. It doesn't matter how good I look. If I'm uncomfortable, I can't like mentally get past that. I've worn heels, like I've worn like little tight, not I don't know how to say it, like material that doesn't have movement or stretch in it, like little dresses and shit for Christmas parties and whatnot when I worked at the hospital or I was a bridesmaid a few times. And looking at pictures, I'm like, fuck, I look great. But I cannot physically remember one moment of feeling okay because I was just so uncomfortable. Like I wanted to die. My feet felt like they were on fire slash breaking in half the whole time. Like it doesn't matter how good you look if you can't function. Like corsets, great idea, but if you can't breathe, I don't know what to do with that. I have to wait for that one to load. Oh, there's a new one. Is it Shamalama? Oh, the characters are accurate. Interesting. Exactly, Gorg. That's a really good point. I think most people, anybody looks more attractive in naked or wearing clothes, whatever the fuck you're wearing, when you're comfortable. You're always gonna, no one looks their best when they're like actually physically uncomfortable on the inside. Like it shows. I agree with that. It looks good, so we're all okay. We're all. I'm very excited now because I trust you guys. I mean, we've been so burned. We are always our biggest critic. That is true. It's the most distracting. I can't even stand like clothes that are too big for me or clothes that just stick off of my body or extend in any way, shape, or form. I can't. I just. I would rather go naked and be arrested for indecent exposure or something. It drives me crazy because now I'm already super clumsy, like just knocking my body on things regularly. But now if I've got clothing hanging off the angles, now it's something additional. Like for instance, literally last night, I had a full bag of salt and Vinnies on the counter. And I reached in the bag and I grabbed 2 chips and put them in my mouth. And I was wearing a goddamn flannel because it was cold. And the sleeve of the flannel is like here and it caught the bag just enough to literally rip it off the counter onto the ground where my dogs were stomping around and it was ruined. And I just sat there in like silent fury, like the white hot. Like if anyone walked into my house right now, I would find a way to hurt them, to make them feel what I'm feeling right now. Thankfully, no one did, and I was alone. But Jesus fucking Christ, the fury, and it's because I had clothes hanging off me. I can't stand it. So I wear like skin tight fucking stretchy shit all the time because I know where it ends. I'm not gonna have an extra limb dangling off me that's gonna grab shit off a counter and pull it off and ruin my day. Motherfucks. You know what I'm saying? The anger inside my soul was just like all because I was cold. They're trying to be very respectful of the original content with this remake. Seems rather faithful. Fuck yes. Yep, I'll smile, have good body language, etc. But if I'm uncomfy, I'll call the night short. Just get out as soon as it doesn't feel super rude. Hard same. Very, very hard same. Yep. Shamalama doesn't exist. We don't even, I don't bring it up unless it's serious talk like this, like something else is coming out. But yeah, we don't talk about that. Haha, fuck you. I like clothes too, but I just need them to be against my body. I don't need extra anything because it will grab something inevitably and be torn or I'll ruin something. Like I'm so the ADD walk. If you've ever seen the stupid TikTok or whatever the fuck it is of that person walking like a chicken where their head doesn't move but their body sways, it's me. And if there's any additional girth anywhere on my body, it's gonna grab shit and I'm gonna get real anger. I'm not a fan of what I see in the mirror at times. Luckily, I'm dating a woman who's bigger, who is bigger dudes. I'm assuming you mean into bigger dudes, and drop kicks self confidence into my skull. Otherwise, I'd be hating myself more. I guess I think we're hardwired to hate ourselves. It's really gross. You're not alone. It doesn't make it any better. It doesn't make it right, but you're not alone. It's fucked up. I would have 5-second rule that entire bag, man. I don't even want to describe the process of me trying to do exactly what you just described and just giving up halfway through because holy shit, I tried. Let me tell you. Let me fucking tell you. I had a moment. It doesn't have to be skin tight. It just can't add extra. Like I could never do. You remember back in the I think it was like 90s, early 2000s, when at least in female fashion there was like this. No, it was totally. We were all wearing like oversized clothes basically, but you would get these sleeves that were like they called them fairy sleeves or bell sleeves or something, where they were fitted here, and then they would just get this huge like elegant princessy. This is theoretical. My quotes. Elegant princessy weird like bell hanging off your hand. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Give me a pocket instead. You're putting all this effort into making my sleeve look like it's a gapped out pussy. I could just get a pocket. I don't know, universe. Hello. Help a bitch out! Thank you for hanging out, Queen. I appreciate you. I was just looking for someone cool to raid. I don't do sleeves much either. I don't really get cold. See, I'm freezing all the time and I fucking hate it. It's almost 420. Yeah, why not? I've seen bell bottoms coming back. Bell bottoms weren't a problem as long as they rested on your shoe perfectly, which inevitably meant that the back of them would drag under your shoe and you would shred them and they'd be like soaked halfway up your leg because water travels through denim like crazy. But like that was the only way to get them comfortable. If it hovered above your shoe, Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not. Unacceptable. Is Sin live right now? Hold on. I couldn't get my following, like my actual live list up, but I can see the little icons on the side. So I was trying to click those, but I'll just send. I know who Sin is, bitch. Oh, bitch, you're right. Okay, we're gonna raid Sin. Hell yeah. Are they arting? Art! Okay, we're gonna raid a cool art channel, which is perfect for Faded Friday. That's the best. No, the trail, I have to bookmark it and close everything down. My computer is literally, the browsers are just blinking nonstop. I have no idea what it is, but Zach's computer started doing it 2 days ago. So I know it's not just me, but something's going on. But it's only one of, I don't know. It's very confusing. But literally, it's just the browsers just sit there and blink and show my desktop through them nonstop. It's crazy, which is why I don't have, I literally have 2 tabs in 1 tab. That's why I've been reading chat on my main gaming monitor lately, because I literally cannot read chat over there. It drives me fucking crazy because it's just blinking. I know. I don't know what it is, and I'm really terrified to do anything to my PC because of what happened to this one today. I don't know. But it's been happening for a while. Like months, honestly. And it's like, I see it out of the corner of my eye, and what happens is my browser window starts flashing, and I can see my desktop through it. And it just does like this, like blink, 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 like it's trying to fucking speak to me through Morse code. Oh my god, is that the ghost? I'm being spoken to. I mean, I shut down my browsers and like every day after stream, and then like if I need a browser, I pull it up. But I have no reason to leave browsers up. I'm one of those people that hates tabs. They give me a little bit of a panic. But I don't think it has anything like that. See, and that's the thing. I usually wait as long as possible, Moo, for any update possible. Because, like, for instance, yesterday I decided for the first time all week to shut my computers down for the night, and when I started them up today, they decided that USBs don't exist. So I spent like hours this morning just like forcing my computer to go into an error mode so it would pull up the BIOS because I couldn't use my mouse or my computer to force it into a BIOS. Like shit like that happens to me so often. But I didn't update anything. It must have been a forced secret update. It came out of nowhere. I'm Jink. I have a curse. I'm haunted, cursed. I don't know what it is. Technology. Barry literally tech supported me via Twitter this morning, and I am so ultimately thankful. But goddamn, I just don't understand it. And it hits me hard when I did nothing to cause anything. Like no update, no nothing. Like God forbid I restart my PC. Once in a while. You know? Dude, right? That's what I have to, like, the way I keep myself calm is I'm like, dude, there's no one out there is just like living in a state of perfect computer function. It's not real. It's not real. There are people who know how to fix it, and there are people who don't. Everybody has it. It always happens to me like right before I need to do something. And so I'm like, why? There's no such thing as missing 420. It's 420 somewhere.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
I mean, maybe not know how to fix it. I would say, I would even go so far as there's 2 types of people in this world, people who are willing to try to fix it and people who aren't. Because I wouldn't consider myself a specialist. I am not an IT person, but I've managed to figure my computer out many, many times on my own. But it's just because I'm willing to try. Literally, half the reason I built my own PCs was just in case something went wrong, then I could break into them and I know exactly where everything is because I put it there. And I know what it is because I bought the box, I took it out, like I know what everything is. And therefore I can fix it, which I've been able to do many times because of that. But that's why I want to be able to get in there and like I've never had a stock PC as an adult, so I don't even know anymore what it's like to get into one of those. But I know for a fact I know every single piece in my PCs. And I know where they're there and I know where it was difficult to squeeze them in. Like, it just feels better to be able to just replace one piece as opposed to an entire fucking tower. That is crazy. I just can't even imagine what that would cost. Long term. Google Foo is real. Honestly, Google Foo usually leads me to decent message boards, whether it's Reddit or something else, where actually really high intelligent people are just having a conversation. And I end up reading an entire thread and just learning about something. And then I'm able to go do it. As opposed to just looking for a quick answer, like the quick Google answer from Wikipedia or whatever. Thank you. I think it saved me a lot of money in the long term to be able to fuck with my own stuff and be able to like crack into it and fix it and diagnose it. You guys help me a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have been helped so many fucking times by the community. But when it comes to hardware and stuff like that, I'm not afraid to rip the wall off my case and get in there because I know what it all is. I know how to put it back if it comes undone or something. You know what I mean? Whereas I just don't know if you have that same security if you get a stock PC. Can you even? You can, right? If you buy like a stock tower, you can get into them and change parts out, right? I would hope so. Really? So they do them like car engines these days. I have a friend who's a highly paid professional sys admin, and he can't keep a PC working more than a month straight. I'm so glad. I mean, that sucks, but like, I'm not the only one. You can usually find your answer on Google because somebody nowadays has had your issue. Yep. It's so nice, but it's usually some message board somewhere where it's like, it's a couple different people talking about it amongst each other. So it's like one person will say one thing and the next person comments and they're like, that's true, but also da da da. I feel like I learn a lot more from reading that than just like a flat out answer. Fakes trouble. I don't know about that. I think I'm just reckless and I don't have a lot of fear. So I just jump into a lot of shit. And most shit is figure outable, I think, if you have just an open mind to it. Oh. But thank you. Sorry, I'm really bad at accepting compliments. Thank you. Oh, they use proprietary parts? No, okay, that honestly makes sense. You can probably change out like GPUs and stuff that uses PCI ports and stuff. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, do they weld stuff into the motherboard? Like, is the motherboard welded into the case? Like, how permanent is everything inside of a stock PC these days? But I don't even know. I don't know anybody. All my people are computer people. I don't know anyone with a stock PC. Memory and storage, no shit. Because it's conversation, not jargon from a manual, very much so. Yep, it's human beings having a conversation. It's human language that clicks, and I remember it. It sticks better. I'd rather get a semi-custom built PC than a big brand mass-produced one, since those have proprietary and non-standard parts. 100%. Those custom built, like the where a human being's putting it together for you, but you pick all your parts and stuff. Those are amazing. I've heard nothing but good things about those websites. Honestly, I kind of like not even kind of. I really do like building PCs. I just like to do it. The only reason I would do one of the pre-builts where you pick your parts is if it was phenomenally cheaper to do that. Then I would do that. But other than that, I kind of like doing it. It's like building a Lego thing a little bit. Like you're just following a step by step, a perfect step by step instruction thing, not a manual from you know what I mean. In my head, it's a perfect step by step how to put the PC together, and I kind of enjoy it. And that feeling of like turning it on is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Is that weird? Macs literally screw the CPU to the motherboard. Really? Are Macs crack? I don't even want to get into that. There feels like there's a dog hair on my face. Macs are a whole other ballgame. Macs are confusing. Like a pre-built like one off HP or Dell, I would presume there are like pre-builts from like iPower, Cyber PC. You can switch stuff out. Yeah, those are the ones where you pick your parts and they put whatever you want inside whatever case you want. It's essentially like building your own PC, but someone else does it for you, but you get a warranty on it versus like an HP or a Dell where it's probably an assembly line robot putting it together, right? En masse. I let my wife put her new PC together. She had me do it in the past. She did great. Did she enjoy doing it? Because I love doing that shit. It's craftsmanship stuff. Is that what it is? The first time I did it, I was petrified. Don't get me wrong. I was fucking scared shitless. I had myself grounded like 20 times, was naked, wet, dry, oiled, whatever. You know what I mean? I went the extra mile. But after pulling it off and like plugging it in, it worked. I was like, oh shit, this is amazing. And I look like every, X amount of years when I get to crack into that thing, I'm excited. Main Gear, NZXT, and others where you can pick the parts from a list can be good. Usually you can do it cheaper yourself if you're comfortable with it, but during the pandemic supply issues, that wasn't true. Yeah, the supply issues during the pandemic made things dumb expensive. The Max with Apple Silicon, the motherboard is like the size of your phone. The fuck? Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense. That's why they have no tower, right? Mass built PCs, I would consider the same as pre-built. If they're soldering stuff into the MOBA, I'd be concerned. Yeah, I don't think they are. I mean, does anybody here have one from like iBuy PC or whatever the fuck, the ones where you get to pick all your own parts in your case and whatever, and then the company puts it together and ships it to you? Has anyone done that? Have you had to crack into it? Is it like welded in, soldered in? They don't do that, right? That feels, they're hand assembled. So that would mean that nothing's like strangely soldered in, right? Because that would be weird. I feel like that would be really, I mean, would that be business savvy? I don't even know. It's all swappable. So like it's just as if you built it yourself, but now you have a warranty on it because someone else did it. That's pretty badass, honestly. If you can't be bothered to put your PC together, but you want to have a nice quality one, that's fucking badass. I bought a pre-built from Amazon. It was just some small company that sourced the parts and put it together. That's awesome, though. I mean, that's a really, really good deal. Because honestly, like, what if you are just physically unable to put one together anymore? Like, you can't stand that long or whatever. But you still deserve to have a high quality PC. That's fucking badass. I can modify everything, but their cable management is really nice. Really? Oh. iBuyPower. That's what it's called. iBuyPower. Thank you, Mayo. The cable management. That's two people vouching for that cable management. I'm kind of curious. You guys should post it in the Discord. I have to go take my dogs for a walk. We're gonna raid synesthesia now, but I'm genuinely curious about the cable management. Cable management gets me real excited. Good cable management, obviously. And that's, dude, if you fucking make PCs for a living, 100%, why the fuck would you want to build your own? Like, treat yourself. It's like working as a chef. I'm sure sometimes you would just like some other chefs to cook for you. You still want to eat some good food, but man, sometimes you just want to sit there and have it done. Yeah, I totally get that. All right. Cheers, my loves. Hold on, I gotta find Sin's channel wasn't coming up, so I was just refreshing my dashboard. There's Sin. All right, Sin's doing some fucking cool art. Sin has been a part of the community for many, 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 many moons. Sin is an amazing artist, and we're gonna go hang out there and be high as fuck. Thank you for being awesome and hanging out. I'm so sorry we were late today, but at least we were here. Tomorrow, because I'm never turning my computers off again, bright and early, continue with whatever that battle was. Boss battle? I'm assuming that's the boss battle, but we'll see. The fuck is my lighter? Cheers. Thank you for coming by and saying hi again. It was wonderful to meet you. Moo. Wash your hands, clean your bongs, hydrate, all those things. And take your fucking joy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't turn your computer off ever.